Welcome to my world. So this box of, I'm not sure if you say highlighter or highlighter, came in about a month ago. I planned on testing this resin because I've never used it before, and today is going to be the day. So I'm taking everything out of the box, which you can see it comes with tips on it in case you want to just go ahead and remove the lids and put those tips on them. The tips do have caps. I chose not to do that. This is just I'm thinking 32 ounces. It's two 16-ounce bottles of this resin, so it won't last me very long.
Okay,
Now,
as you saw
here we are.
by my introductory, we are going to test run highlighter. I've mixed this up. We're going to let it sit here and debubble. I did read, and 75 to 82 is about a good temperature for working. My resin temperature was at 64, so we heated part A up to 81 and then added part B, which was 64 to begin with. Now what we want to do is I'm going to use this sticker as in the preview. I've got this laying down here, but I want to, real quick, I want to add some color to the flowers, and these colors are from Temu, and I am in love with these colors from Temu. Check that out. Let me tap that down. I didn't tap that down. I should have tapped it. There we go. See how pretty that is? Absolutely. All right, so I want to add some color to the flowers. And we're okay if it gets around here a little bit, because we are also going to add some chameleon flakes from Let's Resin as well. So we're good. Are these colors just not, I mean, they are so popping. So popping. And if you watch me on YouTube, you can find the links to the products that I use in the description. If you're not watching me on YouTube, go ahead and check me out on YouTube. I am at Addicted to Resin on YouTube. All right. Now, let's put these up, and we're going to find a green for the leaves. And everything that you see here, me using as far as color goes, with the exception of the chameleon flakes, all come from Temu. This come in a big set from Temu, and I see a green right there. So go ahead and, where is my, there it is. I'm like, where is my brush, my switcher? This is just a eye makeup switcher that you can buy at the Dollar Tree, or you can purchase them on Amazon. I actually purchased a set of 2, because they come in like multiple sets, like 2 and 4, I believe, on Amazon. But if you just put on there eye makeup switcher, what it is it's a dry sponge, pretty rough sponge, and whoops, in the canister. And it's just dry and it knocks everything off. Now we're going to use this black on the stem. I'm going to show you what I do when I don't have a problem sharing the colors onto the base of what I'm doing, I don't use the alcohol in the sponge to remove it. I just blow it with this. And it just gets you some color. Now, I'm going to pick a chameleon flake. And we're going to dust this on there as well. That's violet blue, lime blue. This is violet aqua. I want something a little bit darker. Brown, yellow. Ugh. Don't want that. This is pink olive. Let's see. Purple pink. And hot pink chartreuse. So let's use a mix of these two. So this is purple and pink. Let's find another brush. We want one that is a little bit looser. And we're just going to do this. No rhyme or reason to it. We're just going to spread the love. All right. That was Let's Resin Chameleon Flakes Purple Pink. And this is Let's Resin Chameleon Flakes Hot Pink and Chartreuse, however you say it. Yeah, make fun of me. We're good. If I can't say it, I can't say it. We're good. So we're just spreading this love. And this mold come from Temu as well. I think I got a couple of different ones because they come with the different flowers. You can see this is like, woo, static everywhere, right? All right, that's enough love. That's enough love. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the way because this heat mat is on. We go ahead and knock this off. You see this probably needs to be cleaned out or thrown away and opened a new one. Let me go ahead and put these back in my container. I'll keep these separated in my drawer. All right, this is pretty so far. All right, so this has been sitting here debubbling. I'm going to go ahead and spray the top. I can't spray this, which I normally would, but because we are using all the little flakes and the micas, we can't really spray that mold. So I'm going to try to pour straight from this cup. I hope it doesn't make too big of a mess. I'm going to go straight down on that flower and let it work its way out. I want to watch that flower because that is a sticker. I'm not using it as a sticker. I just am hoping that it adheres to the tray as if it was a silicone inlay, which I've had a lot of luck with that in the past. I haven't had any problems. But there's always a time, first for everything. And I always, even after I do it this way, I always do a very thin top coat on the tray, inside of the tray, once it is cured. I think this is going to be really pretty. All right, that looks like it's about to top off. I'm going to let that sit there. Let's put this brush up, and we are just going to go through, and we're going to take this, and I'm just gently going around those corners, trying to encourage bubbles. They are there to come up. I went around the edge, outside, now I'm going around the inside. Don't want to mess with this too much here. So far it looks really good, but here you see we have flowers with little holes, and you see there's little bubbles holding out in those flowers. So we're going to encourage those bubbles to come on up out of there. And you see them coming up and popping. That's what we want. I am trying out this highlighter resin, H-Y-L-I-T-E-R. It may be high liter, but I'm saying it highlighter. You can correct me, that way I'll know if you know better than me. I don't pretend to know everything about it. This is my first time using it. So I'm watching the bubbles. I'm seeing some bubbles, so that's what we're doing, is watching the bubbles. So far, so good here. I'm not seeing any type of air bubbles coming up around the flower and the sticker. I did have somebody on my YouTube ask me about losing the holographic in the sticker once it hits the resin. That's another reason we're just doing this tonight, because somebody asked me, I believe it was this morning or last night, about that. I promised that I would do something and post it, and I've been needing to test out this highlighter resin, and I wanted to test out this mold so I could share that on Temu. And so we're just really hitting some balls out of the park today, not just one but several with these. Just watching it, and I will continue to watch it for a while. Yes, it's at the edge. I want to hit it with a little bit of alcohol now that we don't have to worry about it messing up. I do have some resin left over, so let's see what we can do. I have a little skull here. Just got him from Temu. And I think we're going to, since this is still sitting out, we'll dust him a little bit with a little something something here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Very pretty. You ever notice that sometimes these silicone molds, some spots on them act like they're just not going to accept the mica. Now I'm going to do half of him, and I'm trying to stay in the middle. I'm doing half of him with this color, and we're going to do the other half with the other color. So how many of you have been following the Sebastian Rogers case, the 15-year-old autistic boy that has been missing for, I believe we're looking at 6 weeks now, and the mother swears he left the house in the middle of the night? How many of you are following that case? Out of Tennessee, Hendersonville, Tennessee. I will advocate for a child till my death. And an autistic boy that walks out of his house, of according to his mom, what she said was, I can't believe he walked out that door. I just can't believe he walked out that door. And then the fact that he, in her words, he left without any shoes. And he apparently had a problem with going barefoot. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. We would never have known that he left the house without shoes if she hadn't said anything. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you know how many pairs of shoes he has? Because I didn't. You know, I didn't know that he left without shoes. I'm just thinking, so if the mother had anything to do with it, there are certain things that she said that just really bother me, but not everybody reacts the same. And I mean, that's the truth. Not everybody reacts the same. Not everybody reacts the same way to grief. Not everybody reacts the same way when they're scared. If it was my child, I can tell you right now how I would react. And you can say, well, you don't know unless you've been in that situation. Well, you know, think about when you had your child was young, and your toddler or your 4 or 5 year old thought it was cool. Let's hide from mommy. Let's play hide and seek from mommy without telling mommy that's what we're doing. I've been in that situation. Not just with my children off and on, but with grandchildren. So, see how pretty that is? So I can tell you that I was a nutcase. I was going to find my child. Slow that out over there. Look how pretty that is inside. That is just so pretty. Let's see how this turns out. But anyway, she's not reacting how, well, even myself, and I try not to be too judgmental. I try to remember that people react different ways, but she's just not reacting the way I would. I'd have been in the middle of the search. I'd have been the crazy mama out there, and she's never once behaved that way, including she's left her home. She's left her home. She hasn't just like gone to a neighbor's house or to her mom's house. She's gone to another state. Yeah. So, if you don't know anything about the Sebastian Rogers case, try YouTube. Just check it out, and then you can comment, and you can tell me what you think, what your thoughts are about the Sebastian Rogers case. If you're not into that kind of thing, I get it. I get it. All right, so he is full. I'm going to go ahead and see if this can hold the rest of this. Yeah, easily. Just didn't feel like wasting every drop because resin is not cheap. Anyway. All right, guys. So this is going to cure overnight. It is, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 8:46 p.m.
It's 8:46 p.m. here on this mat. This would be good to unmold in 4 hours, but we're going to go ahead and let this go all night long. I usually wipe my things off and then lay them on the mat and then cover them. I cover everything. And I just let these things that I've wiped off dry so I can reuse them. So, all right, there we are. That's where we're at tonight. I'm going to clean up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, guys, moment of truth. Let's see how this worked out here. Ready? It's not a very thick mold. Buy them from Temu. I think there's about 6 different designs. So let's see. So far, this is pretty clear. Like I said, I always do a flood coat, just a thin coat on the inside of the tray when I use a sticker. Come out pretty clean. Wow, that is pretty. That is pretty. I can see right here in the corner where the sticker raised up. However, I will do just a slight, wow, that is very clear. So remember, for this one, I know I'm bouncing all over the place, right? This is my test run with highlighter or highlighter. My first time using it. Wow, this looks amazing. And for the person that asked about the holographic, at this point we still have holographic, but we're going to do a flood coat here, and we'll see what that turns out like after the fact. This is indented. Can you see that? Wow, that is pretty. But we are going to do a flood coat here, and then we will do that with the highlighter resin. And look how that is super clear, guys. That is just super clear. But we'll do that in just a little bit. So, real quick, the flood coat was put on there. And let me kick a light on. You can still see the holographic. Wow. That is so pretty. This tray turned out amazing. I love it. And remember, we use this. This is my first project using this. And you see that, I wish you could just see how crystal clear this is. It's beautiful. There you go, guys. This is beautiful, and yes, the holographic overlay did not, or the overlay did not take away the holographic on that. All them thumbs up, right?